Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Got it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
On third down, here's Corral.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second and 10, Corral. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 25 carries, 117 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tossing out right here to Patterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Howard off the play fake. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Stevenson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Corral to throw on 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Bills, and they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Howard. This one left side caught by Patterson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another one if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Throwing here, Corral.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
On the toss, it's Patterson.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Again, Patterson.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards, down to the 10.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Corral.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Stevenson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Corral on 2nd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now Corral, 3rd and 2.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Corral.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And Corral will throw it. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, Stevenson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down now, it's Stevenson. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stevenson, flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Corral. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Howard. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll look to throw again.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A nice little juke. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Flushed out right.
Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Corral with it, first down here.
Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on second down. Corral, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points that you've got to be able to bank on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Howard. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Howard looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at the 33-yard line. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Stevenson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Corral with it on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. On 2nd down now. It's Stevenson, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long, Corral. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line. Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy. Oh, that's you, partner. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And a short pickup to about the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. A little juke. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's the gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game. But obviously, they're putting faith in him, didn't they?
Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Now on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Howard eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Diggs with a good footwork. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down to the 8-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up.
Here's Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
One more time with Patterson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Corral.
He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Howard. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's Corral on 1st down.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Throwing again on 2nd down. Corral. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Corral from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now Howard throwing on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Patterson running between the tackles. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw again on second down. Corral, he finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Corral on 1st down. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Again, it's Corral. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
1st down. Here's Corral with it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Corral on 2nd down.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach only stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bills, it's a very...
I'm really out for blood this time, look.